continuing on our theme of taking incremental steps, the next logical step would be to show you how to apply actual fonts, actual real typefaces, if you will. So earlier you saw the basics, monospace and cursive and serif and sans serif. What if I actually wanted to use a real font? Well, what I would do is after the font-family semicolon space right in here, I'd actually go and apply a font. For instance, I could type in Times, something like this. Save that guy and back over to the browser and refresh. And as you can see, Times is actually the default font that's being used inside the browser, Times or Times New Roman, depending on your browser settings, of course. So that's all fine and well, but what else could I use other than Times? Well, of course, I could apply Arial if I wanted to, or one of my favorites is Verdana. There we go. Save this guy up and back over to the browser and refresh. Verdana is a sans serif font, so we don't see the tails on the characters. Again, just straight horizontal and vertical lines with no text decorations, if you will. Here's a few others, just to give you a few to experiment with. So there's Verdana. How about Georgia? There we are. Save that guy and take a look at him. Refresh. There we go. Kind of a font that's similar to Times. And then back over to the code. I'm going to show you one more here. We have Monaco. And I believe this is sort of more of a courier type font, quite large there as well. So there you go. There's sort of a smattering of fonts anyway. And you know, there's tons of different fonts that we can make use of inside our code and inside our designs. I encourage you to experiment on your own if you want to try out some different fonts. I have much more to discuss with you related to working with fonts and typography and all that great stuff, a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to save that for later on. Again, the idea here is just giving you these incremental steps at this point. Later on, we'll talk about setting up font lists and things like this. But anyway, there's the basics of applying an actual font or typeface to your layout.